everyone, welcome to CTS. We have our guest Dr. Swamy today with us. We're going to discuss on study abroad questions. Thank you for tuning in. Do comment if you have any questions. Thank you. So, welcome, sir. Welcome to my podcast. Thank you for joining. So, I will just start with the questions that are mostly searched on internet about studying abroad. So the first mostly searched question is, sir, is it still a good idea to study abroad?
Um, uh, Charan, very nice to meet you on this afternoon. And first of all, let me thank you for giving me an opportunity uh, to talk on this topic of study abroad and feasibility of studying abroad. Okay, so the question is very, very important. That is it a good idea to study abroad? Uh, See, first of all, whether to study abroad or not is a big decision that's to be made by uh, any student who has completed his bachelor's. Yeah. So, well, undoubtedly, there is no question about it that studying abroad is one of the best things anybody can do to improve his career. There are a couple of points that come in support of this idea of studying abroad. First of all, getting practical education. When students think of studying abroad, obviously certain developed countries would come into their minds, such as the USA, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the like. Among these, why students prefer to study abroad is the fact that there's a lot of emphasis on the practice rather than on the theoretical education, which is the case in India, unfortunately. So, this way, by studying abroad, they get opportunities not only to understand the theoretical aspects, but they get opportunities to put them into practice. For example, instead of mugging up the answers for a question, uh, education centers in these countries would place a lot of importance on applying the little bit of theory that's been learned into a practical setting by way of discussion, by way of project work, by way of doing a brief investigation or brief study, by doing some field work in case of surveys, such as things like those. So, one reason that is that makes a case for studying abroad is getting the practical education. Like this, there are several hosts of factors, and another important factor that needs to be highlighted here is the experience of a developed community, the developed mindset. When
True.
students study abroad, uh, they get to know the culture, a medley of cultures, a diversity of cultures that come and become a conglomeration at a single place, which gives them a richer, much richer experience of student life. So this is another important factor. And of course, there are also other factors, such as some people try to settle abroad, and some others would try to get into research, to pursue their dreams into research, and then try to invent or discover something. So yes, obviously, studying abroad is definitely a good idea when compared with the education that happens in the developing countries like India.
Got it, sir. Thank you so much for that. So another most frequently asked question, sir, was, is there any eligibility to study abroad? Like, does any country have a specificalities? And if you can brief about it as well.
Well, that question of qualification is a very broad one because it depends from education. I mean, the level of education somebody is studying. If someone wants to go abroad and study masters, obviously the minimum eligibility criteria is that they need to have bachelor's. So, bachelor's is the basic requirement for masters. In addition to that, they need to uh, to qualify They need to get a minimum set of marks in some of the tests like IELTS, PT, GRE, or Duolingo English test, which is a recent one in the market. So yes, there are some tests to be written, and a minimum GPA. Something above 6 GPA is much preferred in these developed countries.
Okay, sir. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for your time.
Thank you for that opportunity, Charan, and we look forward to meet you next week.
All right. Good day.
Okay, bye. Good day.
Hey everyone, thank you for listening the whole audio. I hope you like it. If you have any questions, feel free to comment on it. And also you can participate on the surveys that are available and let me know your feedback. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you have a wonderful week. We will catch you up with next episode on Sunday at 7 p.m. Thank you.